over there. Very upsetting. These cocoa beans are now taken to be roasted. Revolving tubular gas fire ovens. The beans are then cooking and are ready to have their shells removed. This is done by passing the
My name's Claire. We're going to take you back in time over 100 years ago and show you how chocolate was made here at Cadbury's. So I'm just going to start by spreading this chocolate out, and all I'm doing is just cooling the chocolate down, helping it go nice and thick, nice and shiny. And this also helps give that nice snap that you get in the chocolate bar as well. So I'm just going to work this about 2 or 3 times, and all I'm doing is just folding some air into the chocolate. Now this chocolate is currently about 50 degrees, and I just want to get this down to 27.5 degrees. Now the ladies back then, they were doing this process 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. On a Saturday they would just work half a day, and then Sunday would be their day off. Now if I didn't open this chocolate, and if I just left this at 50 degrees, when the chocolate sets, it would be very good. It will have that nice shine and the nice thickness that you can see here now. So this chocolate now should be at 27.5 degrees. Now the ladies back then, they wouldn't have used any thermometers because they were quite expensive and they were very fragile as well. So all the ladies would do is just take their little finger and they would just dip it into the chocolate, just checking for any hot spots. Now the ladies back then, they were allowed to taste test their chocolate. So they would just test it on their lips to see if it was cool enough. But for health and safety reasons now, I'm not allowed to do that. So I'm just going to test mine on the back of my wrist. And because I can feel that the chocolate is now cool enough, I can start popping that chocolate into my mould. So nowadays we do use these clear polycarbonate moulds. They're nice and easy for us to work with because they're nice and light. And they are a little bit quieter on the table. Whereas back then they would use these metal moulds, a little bit heavier. And they are a little bit louder on the table. So you can imagine the production rooms back then, with about 30 when we use these moulds, it would be very, very noisy. So I'm just going to pop this chocolate into my mould, and then I'm just going to spread this chocolate out, push the chocolate into those holes, and then I'm just going to give this a quick tap on the table, just to release all of the air bubbles that are trapped inside the chocolate from the tempering process. Now the reason why we tap those air bubbles back out is so that it holds our chocolate when we turn them out later on. Clean this mould up, put this chocolate to the side, and then I'm just going to give this a quick tap, and a little shake, and you can see those air bubbles now have risen to the surface. So that's how we make our solid dairy milk chocolate. If I wanted to get a soft centre into my chocolate, like caramel, strawberry, orange, anything like that, I'm going to show you a process called shelling. So I'm just going to turn my mould upside down. You can see that my chocolate currently doesn't go anywhere. I can pop some on my head. If I give this a little tap on the table and a little shake, we get chocolate made. And this will just give us that hollow centre in the chocolate. So if I clean this up now and turn this over, you can see we're left with that hollow shell. So ladies back then, they would leave this to set aside for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then they just take a piping bag and then just hand pipe all of the fillings into the centre of the chocolate. Then they would just seal those fillings in place with the leftover chocolates on the table, and then this will go in the fridge for half an hour. And it will come out looking nice and dark in colour on the back and have that nice frost to it. So if I give this a twist,